Hi YouTube, this is the Homeschooling Perfectionist here, and I wanted to do a video. I wanted to again kind of chop up my haul. This year I have ordered books that I actually will be using. Last year I used every book that I had in its entirety except for Abeka. I didn't use it last year. So all of the books that you see here, I've used them last year and I'm just going a grade up, or I've incorporated some newer books, but they're still going to kind of blend in with the books I have this year. So we're going to be talking about, of course, health. This is health and fitness books. We'll be covering other stuff, but I wanted to definitely go over boundaries, consent, respect over his space, other people's space. You know, it's just that age group and that stage. So that's the reason why I got this book. I have been looking through it for quite some time. So we'll be covering this. This book I got in the middle of the year. And it's a really good book. I'm not going to go through it. It does have pictures of the female and the male anatomy, but they're very tasteful for children. I got this book. I will show you like the first page too. I got this book because, you know, my son was asking questions about his body and, you know, typical stuff. So it's very well illustrated, and it just breaks down the female anatomy, the male anatomy, and the differences and the similarities. So we'll be covering that again, just like a little bit more in detail. I decided to get a more concrete African American history book because the last year I just had like coloring books, whatever. But with all that's going on, I think it's time that my son knows a little bit more about African American history. Last year I just taught about like pioneers, really influential people. So it was a very light kind of thing. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I'm only missing spelling UC and math UC, and I'll kind of go into that in detail, and my Grapevine curriculum. Side note, if you're interested in getting Grapevine, they no longer sell like the parts, like part one, part two. I ordered that last year, and I was looking for part three and four. They no longer sell that under their regular link. They sell them in like the whole four parts, but they will be selling them in those individual parts up until September 1st. So, yeah, I don't have that yet. So those are the only things that I'm missing. I wanted to throw that in there just in case someone had been, you know, following me or whatever, and they wanted to know if I got the Grapevine. Yes, I am going to be getting that, but I just want to throw that in there. Okay, so back to this. African American history. This is a little bit more thorough. It has an Audible with it. So I'm gonna see if I get the Audible. He reads it along. I think that's good. And this is like covering slavery and different things like that. And I just think that's you know, a little bit more in depth than just what we learned last year, especially with everything going on, like just to kind of educate them. Influential people, I believe, in the back. Okay. Then we have our 180 days of reading and writing. I did these last year, love them. It's literally just one page a day. This is what my son and I do for group. Doesn't take that long. We completed the whole thing. Love it. And if you want me to go into these in more detail, just let me know. I just try to make the videos short. The only difference with this one compared to last year is that this one is a little bit more thorough, a little bit more detailed stories, but it's definitely dealing with comprehension. And then writing. And lastly, I eyeing this for about a year or two. I always wait before I purchase stuff, but now I think is a great time. Just building up his vocabulary. If your child's a visual learner, they'll definitely like this. I think I'm gonna make like handouts or something where he can write it there. But it just gives you illustrations to help your child understand the word better. And then they'll have a word just real quick. And then I'll do like a little review. So again, here's the book. I still have another book that's like this, but with writing. They give you pictures as writing prompts, and then you write your own. So there's another book that I did use last year, and I'm gonna be continuing this year. But we'll be definitely doing a lot more writing this year, and so I thought this would be a great addition. So I hope that was helpful. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you want me to go in more detail with these books, let me know in the comments. I just got pretty much all of my stuff, so I'll be doing my lesson plans for the year. So I haven't really got into these books yet, but I just wanted to share with you what I have and just kind of give you a quick walkthrough of the books if you were looking for these, or if you were looking for any type of books for your children. Hope that was helpful. Thank you. Bye-bye.